Hey guys, Nolan here, and in this lesson I've got some really easy soloing ideas over the classic Gypsy Jazz tune, Djangology. And you're going to learn some really takeaway ideas which you can use straight away when you're soloing over this tune, Djangology. And that's it, so stick around. This is going to be a little bite-sized lesson. I've got 20 minutes here, and here we go. So my name's Nolan. If you don't know me, I'm a Gypsy Jazz guitarist, educator, and most of all, inspiring guys and girls to play this music, which we love, which Django left us, and that's my job. So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you some really easy ways to solo over this tune, Djangology. Welcome everybody. I can see Leslie's in the house, Jama Dari's in the house, hola. When you join this, even if you're in the future, then type in where you're watching from. I'm in Amsterdam in the kitchen, as you can see, just at home. And if you just click the love heart or click the like, that really keeps me going here and inspired to show you something really cool. And so this lesson, we're looking at Djangology. You might know Djangology. It's the tune that just goes. It's just this little boppy melody. Okay, so the thing in this lesson, what I'm going to teach is how to solo. And in the last live, I did a whole lesson on rhythm and the way I like to strip tunes back to the basic chords. And I'm going to do the same with soloing. And it's the kind of teaching that I do when I do live retreats. And it's also some really exciting news here at the Nolan camp. We've opened registration for the Bali Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat, which is going to be like playing guitar in paradise. And I'm just going to show you a little bite-sized little lesson, the kind of things that you'll be learning in Bali. And this is how to solo over Djangology. And if you look at the chord changes to this piece, it kind of looks, there's a lot of chords going on, you know, it's not that simple. So you've got A over C sharp, okay, which is basically A7. Then it goes to C minor 6. Then it goes to G over B, which is basically G. Welcome everybody. Type in where you're watching from. Then you've got B flat diminished. Then you've got A minor 7, D7, then back to the home key of G. That's the first bit we're going to look at right now. So that first bit, you know, you've got A7, which is basically A over C sharp, C minor 6, G over B, B flat diminished, okay, then A minor 7, D7, G. So those chords kind of sound like this, the basic inversion. That's the A7 or the A over C sharp. You've got C diminished, G over B, B flat diminished, A minor 7, D7, G. Okay, this is Djangology, guys and girls. This is that's where those chords come in. So it's like. Okay, so that's the bit we're going to learn how to solo. And in this lesson, one of the ways I like to teach is to get rid of scales and arpeggios and all that stuff and look for something more profound and something we can use our ear with and to guide us through the changes instinctively. And the first way I'm going to show you is there's a great line that you can play in Djangology. If you just take this note, right, which is the C sharp, 6th fret on the G string, which is also the first note in the bass of the chords, okay, so you got. And if you follow that chromatically down, then it goes through the changes. So like do, do, just one fret at a time. Do, 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 do. Okay, very simple. You're taking that first note, the C sharp, 6th fret on the G, and then every bar you're just lowering it. So it's like bum, do, excuse the singing, bum, do. And it really cuts through the changes really good, okay? So you could just go. Okay? Okay, very simple. Now to bring that to life in a musical way, I like to do something called bouncing, which is where you basically bounce off another note. The tonic of the whole piece is in G. Thanks for the love, guys. So you could do this kind of idea using that really simple line. Okay, so see what I mean? mean? It cuts through those changes like boo ba boo dee, boo ba boo dee, boo ba boo dee, boo ba boo dee, boo be boo dee. Okay, so we're not thinking about the chords or the harmony or the scales of the arpeggios or even licks, but we're actually kind of cutting through the changes with a kind of an idea you can hear with your ear. So it's very logical. So like, just like that, okay? And then obviously when you play that kind of simple idea, welcome everybody. People watching from all around the world, type in where you're watching from. I'm in the kitchen in Amsterdam. And in this lesson, I'm teaching some really easy ways to solo over Djangology, okay? And this is one way I like to teach soloing. This is how I start teaching soloing, by stripping everything back and just looking at some really simple ideas. Welcome from Den Haag. People in The Hague, I'm in Amsterdam. Where are you watching from? Welcome. So this first idea, check it out for Djangology. Just take the C sharp and just play down chromatically and bounce off the tonic G. So you go. You can see it's really easy and it really gets through the changes. And by the way, these are the chord changes we're trying to solo over in Djangology. A over C sharp, C minor 6, G over B, B flat diminished, A minor 7, D7, and G. And it's kind of a mouthful. There's a load of changes going on there. And of course, I like to teach, real, arpeggios and ways you can get through those changes. But one of the ways I like to teach is to really simply go through the changes, okay, using your ear. Welcome from Budapest, people from Loughborough, people from The Hague. I'm in Amsterdam. Where are you watching from? Have you got your guitar with you? My name is Nolan, and it's my mission to take the headache out of Gypsy Jazz and inspire guys and girls to start using this music in whatever style they're coming from. And in this lesson, I'm showing you some easy ways to solo over the classic Hot Club de France tune, Djangology, which is... Okay, it's Djangology. We all love to play it in the Gypsy Jazz repertoire, but it can be a bit of a bugger to solo over. So in this lesson, I'm showing you some easy ways to do that, okay? The first one was taking this line. Anyone can play that. Okay? Bo, bo, each bar, do, bum. Welcome from Italy. Boom, boom. And then you play it something like this. You know what I mean? So you're kind of using that. Oh, I got a question. Hello again from Tokyo, the Digital Banana recording studio. That sounds fantastic. I want to be in the Digital Banana recording studio. Welcome. I'm in the kitchen in Amsterdam and I'm here to inspire you to play Gypsy Jazz. Guys and girls, come from any style. I'm teaching you some easy ways to solo over Djangology, okay? Djangology is the piece. Okay, it's over these changes. A7, C minor 6, G over B, B flat diminished, and A minor 7, D7, G. And it can be tricky to get through those changes, but this is one way I like to teach, the easy way, taking a line and just going through the changes like that. And in every piece there are lines like that, okay? And this is how I teach at my retreats. This is the first way that we look at soloing, is looking for some easy melodic lines which cut through the changes, okay? Idea number 2 over Djangology. This is really cool. Using the same thing, we're going to play something like this. Okay, over Djangology. Okay, and that idea goes right through the changes really nice. So you learn that inversion. There's C sharp, E and B, 6th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the B string, and 7th fret on the top E. Okay, so that's going over the first chord, A7, okay? Just 3 notes. And then all you got to do, keep the pinky there and drop those 2. Okay, that's the second bit. So it's... Okay, so get that under your fingers first. Welcome everybody. Daniel's watching, Christopher's in the house. Welcome. Then you do the same thing on the G. Okay, welcome from Bosnia. Brilliant guys, welcome. B, D and A. Then you do the same thing, drop it a fret. Okay, going through Djangology, really simple. Okay, then we finish off. Okay, do you get that? So over these chords, this is Djangology. Just playing it really slow. Then to improvise, we can use this pattern. It's very easy. Djangology. Okay, and then to the G. Okay, so that idea, again, look, you take that shape, those three notes, then you keep the pinky, drop those two, there's the second, then you move it to the G, that's B, D, and A, then the same. Then for the A minor, see? Then you're back at the G, okay? So this is another really easy way to get through Djangology. Welcome everybody. Voila Manouche Trio is watching. Welcome guys. So many fantastic musicians in the world, and I'm just giving you some easy ideas to solo over Djangology. There's the changes. It kind of looks complicated. You've got A over C sharp, C minor 6, G over B, B flat diminished, A minor 7, D7, G. A load of changes to get through, but I'm showing you some really easy ones. Jed Hansen, welcome. Love Gypsy Jazz. Here a couple of guys in the northwest around Liverpool. Gary Potter, I know those guys. Fantastic playing. I love Gary Potter is one of my favorites. So this is a really simple way to get through the Djangology changes. Just take the line. Really easy. Okay. Of course, you're not going to actually play it like that, but you're going to go something like this. Just using that line. You finish it off like that, but it really gives you some real focus that you can carve through those changes without thinking of scales and arpeggios. If you like this way of teaching, guys and girls, I'm really excited because we've just opened up registration for the Bali Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat. And if you want to come and learn guitar in paradise, then this is happening next March 28th to March the 4th. And come to Bali. There's a link in the description of this video. It says Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat, or Gypsy Jazz World Passport. Click that link. All the info's there. And I'm going to be teaching using this easy-going style, getting real results with all sorts of people in Bali. We've got a luxury spa hotel, swimming pool, right in the middle of the rainforest there. It's going to be gorgeous, and we're going to be playing Gypsy Jazz, jamming. We've even got a gig. We're going to be working towards a gig for the last night in Ubud, Bali. So join the team. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Guys, if you're watching from Australia, this is a hop for you. And if you're in Europe, you want some winter sun, come to Bali, okay? I'm hosting a Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat in Ubud, Bali, a brilliant hotel, spa, lodge in the forest, and it's going to be really exotic. It's going to be paradise playing guitar. So, and bring your partner as well. There's some really great partner packages, so check out the link on the description of this video for all the scoop. And it's this kind of teaching, you know, every time we get a tune, it's the same with the rhythm and the chords. I like to strip it down and look at the simple way through it first, then build on that, okay? So the same with solo over Djangology. It can be like a real mouthful, but there's always an easy way through it if you use your ear. So this time, we're looking at these chord changes. A7 over C sharp, C minor 6, G over B, B flat diminished, A minor 7, D7, G. It's a mouthful, but you can just guide through it. C sharp, go down chromatically. Okay, all the way down. Okay, it sounds really simple, but you can bring it to life by doing. That kind of a, you know, but just put loads of feeling in it, loads of vibrato. Welcome, Andrea. How's it going? It's going great. I'm in the kitchen here in Amsterdam, showing you some really easy ways to solo through the great tune Djangology, okay? Welcome Philippe too. Welcome Philippe, you're welcome, dude. Don Vink is watching. There's people from all over the world. I'm showing some really easy ideas for soloing over Djangology. Then we got this idea. Okay, really easy. Okay, and obviously not actually going to play it like that. When it's with, you may maybe go some. Something like that. And it just swings like crazy. And it's really easy. There's another thing you could do with that pattern. If you watch the right hand, do this, go. Really easy. This is through Djangology. Okay? That sounds really good, and it's kind of easy. You kind of go up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. And that goes through Djangology really nice. And if that's a bit tricky, you can just go. Okay, so that's two ways through. That's just using the line. That. Excuse me, I got this cough. Also got this. This is through Djangology. Okay, two really easy ways, and that one, that kind of thing. It sounds beautiful. It really goes through the changes. Welcome everybody. Don's in the house. James is in the house. People watching from all over the world. My name is Robin Nolan. Helping people have fun with Gypsy Jazz without the headache of theory and boring scales and arpeggios. Learning the fun way. And really excited as well to announce the Bali Breakthrough Retreat. I'm hosting some Gypsy Jazz Guitar in paradise on the island of Bali. And we've got a beautiful hotel spa where we're going to be jamming. I'm going to be teaching these lessons. And it's absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to be sitting back by the pool, mango smoothies, the whole thing. So if you want info on that, then there's a link in the description of this video. Click that, Gypsy Jazz World Passport, and you'll get the whole scoop on Bali. And it's going to be absolutely incredible. We're learning how to play over this, some simple ways to play over Djangology. And I've got another one now. I'm going to keep this lesson really short, but I've got a quote, and it goes. That kind of thing. So it's. So it goes. Through the changes. And it's from this song called Can't Take My Eyes Off You. It's I need you, baby. I'm definitely not going to try and sing it, but it sounds good if you quote this tune over Djangology. Try it. So basically over the A section you go. Okay, again. Sorry, got a question. Love the way you break it down and simplify it, as Gypsy Jazz puts a lot of guitarists off learning. Totally. This music can be so daunting and so scary, And it is, and it's like full of like this virtuoso crazy shit. But I like to break it down, like you say, Jed, and kind of start from scratch and look at some easy ways through it before we get kind of fancy and stuff. And that's how I teach at the breakthrough retreats. Break everything down, start from scratch, build the foundations. We were just learning number 3 here, a quote. And that fits. Welcome Gunnar from Iceland. Lots of guys from all over the world. Do you press very hard on your strings? I'll answer that in a sec. Number 3 through Djangology. Okay, this is number 3. Something like that. So far we've got 3 ways. We started just with the... That's pretty cool. Bringing it to life, something like... This is number 1. Okay, you can see there that just that descending line can really go through well through Djangology. Number 2 was this idea. This goes through the changes. Okay, and then we can do this thing. Just playing it slow. Sounds really cool, that over Djangology. And if that picking thing kind of is a bit painful, then you can just go. Okay, so that's way number 2. Number 3 was that quote. Thanks, man. Thanks, Duarte. This is the I love you, baby. You know, can't take my eyes off you. Okay, that sounds great over Djangology. One, I've got only a few minutes left here, but here's another way. Just for the bridge, there's one... This lick really sounds good for just a major chord. So when you go to A flat for the bridge, see the bridge there goes to A flat, then to A major. This is Djangology. When we get to A flat, we're just going to go... Okay, so on the 11th fret, that's 5th root, 5th root. Okay, that's just a little lick, kind of like a Louis Armstrong kind of lick. And then A. Okay. Okay, that's really easy. Just the 5th to the root there, and then you really play it. Okay, that's for the bridge. So if we're taking through the changes of Djangology, you could do something like... Okay, the bridge. So you get the idea. There's just a few 4 ways which can kind of sidestep the whole thing of theory, arpeggios and scales. And that's just one of the ways that I like to teach soloing, okay? And at my breakthrough retreats, and the next one's coming up in Bali. Actually, we've got Amsterdam in January, but that's almost sold out. We've just opened registration for the Bali Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat, and it's going to be playing Gypsy Jazz Guitar, learning the fun way in paradise. And beginners are welcome, everybody's welcome. It's going to be an amazing experience. Check the link in the description of the video and you'll get the full scoop. And it's a great one to bring your wife or bring your partner to as well. So I've almost run out of time here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Mauro from Brazil, my brother. Welcome. Thank you very much, brother. Mauro is a great guitarist from Brazil. You should check him out, Mauro Albert. There's brilliant players all over the world. And it's my job to keep people inspired with this music. And I've just shown you 4 really simple ways to get through this progression, Djangology, which can be a bit of a headache, bit kind of scary with all those changes and all those arpeggios. But there's always a simple way. Okay, so just remember. Okay, that sounds great over the changes. This quote. Like that. And this thing. Okay, very easy ideas. That's all I got time for this in this show. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's been really great. And lots of love from Amsterdam. Stay inspired. Click the link, okay? Click the link for the Gypsy Jazz Breakthrough Retreat in Bali. If you're watching in the future, or if you're watching now, any questions, I'm going to get in right after this video and answer them all, okay? So you've got a question about Bali or a question about improvising on Djangology, then type it in. Also type in where you're watching from. It's really exotic for me to know that people are watching from all around the world. So that's it. Lots of love. Like always, stay inspired, play Gypsy Jazz your own way. Don't worry about copying anyone else, but just do your own thing. And I'll see you really soon. This is the bit where I try and click finish. And I'm going to click finish. So lots of love, guys. See you soon.